Hello, good afternoon and welcome. Lovely sunny day here in West Sussex. That gets the weather forecast out of the way. And I'll bring Keith in because you'll never guess he's my earworm today. So here we are.
Right, it's killed. Okay, I'm in now.
Jolly good. And while,
Yeah,
while you're saying hello, I shall go and do the same thing.
yeah. No, I had to kill YouTube because otherwise you'd have had a lot of noise in the background, which wouldn't have been pleasant.
It's very disconcerting, isn't it?
Oh, it is, isn't it? Yeah. Good afternoon, everybody. And like Andy says, welcome to a nice, bright, sunny West Sussex. About time we had some decent weather, Andy.
It's a bit better than it was over the weekend. I sat in the gazebo at a craft fair, and very few people came out because it was so bad. So it was a bit. It was all very pleasant though, because we did a bit of networking, so it was all right. wasn't
Good.
too bad at all. Good. Okie doke. I'll put you back into the background, Keith.
Hide me.
There we go. And today, as you will have seen, we're going to be turning a piece of mulberry. And I think that was the camera we were going to use. I think.
Were we?
Oh no, it wasn't. It was the other one, wasn't it? Let's try that one.
That one.
That's better. Yeah, that's better. It's not huge. I put the sizes on the thumbnail, but I can't remember them. I'll tell you, it's 170 by 60,
Yeah.
which is 6 3/4 by 2 and a bit, 2 1/4 maybe. So that's what we're going to be turning. It's apparently interesting. This is my first attempt at mulberry, so it's interesting to turn. I gather from Keith.
It's not a clean wood to turn because it comes off as a bit of a slurry when you sand it down. It's an awkward one or a funny one to try and describe. It's quite
something
aggressive on the tools, I found.
right. Yeah, something to look forward to then. So I'm just putting my safety glasses on because I've actually remembered today.
If you remember to cover up the keyboard.
I'm just in the process of doing that now, Keith.
Just in case someone picks it up.
Yep, there we are. It's all covered, so we're fine. Right, so that's it's got an interesting little inclusion here. I think we're going to be able to turn most of that away. Probably all of it, I suspect, looking at the direction it goes in. So, but we'll find out, won't we, soon enough. Use that one.
Right, while you're...
Oh, sorry, if you'd like to say who's here, yep.
Yeah, while you're getting yourself organised and getting started, getting into the round, young Sid was in. I think Australia was a few hours ahead of time. Closely followed by Woodworm Paul. Chris Dodds is in. Doug Miller. Felicity. So we've got the Down Under Regiment in. Doug Miller. Sid, please. Mark the Gentleman's in. Hello, Mark. Doug Miller. Trevor, the Hobby Turner. Eric Winkler's in. Paul Heitman, the Greasby Turner. So Rogerson. That is the list. Yeah, Robbo's crept in as well. Hi, Robbo. Hope things
Hello, Robbo.
are progressing and you're feeling good still. That's the list that I've got so far. Happiness coming in. Steve Ash has just crept in as well, the learner turner.
unfortunately, that piece that was a bit suspect is pretty solid.
Mm.
It's staying in there nicely. It's got lines around it, obviously, but cracks and things. But it's staying where it is, which is good. Because that one the other day that got me, it's healing up now, but it really did.
I bet you
That
did
one on that piece of paper, it really stuck into my hand there.
Mm. Yeah, Eric's saying that it's a noisy wood. It's the coarseness of the wood that makes it noisy, Eric. I've already warned Andy that he'll probably need another chisel before he finishes, or sharpen that one off.
Yeah, I've got a few ready.
It's an unusual wood. I don't know how many of you have tried it. It's a soft wood.
I was going to say it's turning quite easily, but
yeah,
it feels as though it's going to fight back any time.
Mm.
Right, I'm nearly through that now.
Yeah,
I know.
Go on. Sorry.
I'm going to cheat a bit on the mortise in the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm going to use my F jaws, so therefore I only need a small one. So I'm going to drill it, and then just chamfer it.
Right.
I thought, why not?
Yeah.
We have the technology.
Mm-hmm. Eric Winkler's put in there that his mulberry has so many cracks, but looks beautiful. Yeah, much the same as what this is, Eric. This has had a load of cracks.
I've removed some, but
yeah, I cut it up and retrieved it from a garden down on the south coast. So it tends to hold together quite well.
Take my phone out of my
Anomaly
pocket.
with the wood. We've also got Jay's cabin joining us. Hi, Jay.
Yes, I really thought that was going to fall apart there, but it hasn't. In fact, the cracks have nearly gone now. On that, yes, you can see that, can't you? Yeah.
Yep.
Little one there, little one there, but the rest and some around here.
It's not so much cracks as little fissures.
Yeah, I'm not going to worry.
Yeah.
Not going to worry about them. Right, I should just round that off a bit.
Lawrence Bregasia's joined us as well now.
Hello, Lawrence.
Good afternoon, one and all.
I'm doing something here which I haven't done for a very long time, a very traditional shaped bowl. I don't normally do, so. It's a bit of a curve at the bottom there. It's not bad, it's still jumping around at the top for some reason, so we'll have another little go at that.
In that coloured piece that's coming round.
Yeah, it could be. Yes, because that's very much harder, that bit. That's all right, that's got there.
You can hear it rattling away.
Yep. That's not far off the shape I wanted, actually, so that's all right. I'll get in the bottom here and put the chamfer on the mortise. Come on, move. I think it's time I gave this bed some attention. Too high.
Wood turning by Barry.
Hello, Barry.
David J. Heath, the Guildford carpenter. He's dropped in as well. Welcome, guys. If there's any questions for Andy, we'll do our best to answer them. If you can put a couple of question marks in or a couple of Q's in front of it, to make it easier for my poor old eyes to see it all.
It's just reminded me why we don't drill these holes.
Yeah, because you've got a pimple in it.
I'm going to have to make it shallower now. because the mortise is becoming far too deep. So I'll take the bottom off the bowl in a minute. Kind of don't mind having the centre marked, but I don't want a great big divot out. That's better.
Brian's Heartwood turning's got in, so he's either finished the mowing or finished sorting out his horses.
Hello, Brian. That'll do for that one. That's up.
Copper Owls come in. That's Rob, isn't it?
Rob, yep. That's better. I'm happy with that. That's better. A little bit swarf in there. Right, that's the outside done.
You've only been going 10 minutes.
That's not bad, is it? Right, what shall I do it with? I'm going to do it by hand. Well, with the Simon Hope inertia sander.
Right, this is where probably the Abranet would work better because you can knock it out.
Oh, okay. Okay, in which case I'll do it by hand. I don't mind. I actually don't mind.
You can try, but it does clog up. It's got a tendency to clog up the paper.
Right. Okay. I can't actually find my Simon Hope thing now. What have I done with it?
Making a conventional bowl today in Mulberry. Rex B's in.
It's an unusual shape for me, this one, Brian. I don't normally make a quite such a traditional shape, but why not? I don't have anything against it.
Have you got your dust extractor on?
No, I haven't. You're quite right. Again, I forgot it.
That's why it's blowing around a bit. Gerard the French Turner's in.
Hello, Gerard. That's better.
Yes, it's disappearing where it should do now.
As if by magic. I think that's... Oh, is that... So I can see. Oh, it's sanded up all right. Not too...
You started to clog up a bit, yeah.
Yeah, a little bit, but not too bad.
No.
But it has torn the grain a bit here, which I'm not at all surprised by. That was what I was expecting. Oh, that's nearly better. It's just there. So we'll try that.
This piece is about 10, maybe 12 years drying mark. I went down and collected it about 5 days after it fell over. And it's quite still alive when it was standing, but there was a bit of a storm down this way. It was right down on the coast. So I know the history of it.
It's quite waxy, isn't it?
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. I think the Abranet would probably be the better.
Even with Abranet, it's not knocking out. No. Even on Abranet, particularly, it has a little bit.
Is it still tearing it a bit?
It has a bit. I don't know. I'll have a look in a minute. If so, I'll have to go backwards. Actually, that's better. Much, much better. Yeah, I think that's fine. Move on to a smoother one. Try this again. It's so rare I use this thing. I've got to give it a go, give it an outing now and again.
So Sid's put a question in. The next live I have to shout out on Facebook is Brian lunchtime Thursday. Anyone going before then? I've got no idea. Wayne's on Wednesday evening, if I remember right. I'm on Thursday evening covering for Scott this week. And then week Thursday, Scott's back on. He's put himself back in. He's feeling a bit better. Feeling a little bit more human, I believe, now.
Good. He probably won't look it, but I'm sure he'll be feeling better. But I didn't say that. Looking human, I'm talking about.
Ah, right.
It's a very coarse grain, isn't it?
Yes, it's a funny grain, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Real feels. I mean, that normally would start to feel smooth, but it does a little bit, but not a great deal. It's standing up all right anyway. 120.
I'm just trying to. Rich is on tonight, isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, he is.
Yeah, Rich the bedtime 16 is on tonight.
I've confirmed that with him.
Okay.
Because he sent me a message that I didn't get last week, asking who was doing what.
Okay.
So I replied and said, "You're on tonight," and he had tweaked that anyway, so that's all right. See how that's looking. Oh, that's getting better.
There's going to be some nice bright yellow flashes through that.
Yes, there and up there. And over here, there's a whole stripe of it around there. It's interesting. Not the sort of thing you get normally in a bit of timber.
No.
I'm going to do 180, even though I'm going to be Yorkshire gritting it. Because I just want to see how it works. For no other reason. I know it doesn't need it.
I would imagine, Eric, that it's going to be a wax finish on this one after the Yorkshire grit.
Yes, it will be. It'll be, I think I might even use chestnut cut and polish. Simply because I've got...
You don't need to if you're going to use Yorkshire grit.
No, I suppose not, but hey. Right, that's got that. I'll just do a little bit on the hole in the middle. Because that inertia sander won't fit in there.
No. The inch one will, if you've got the inch one.
No, I haven't.
No.
I've got the 2 inch and 3 inch, I think. I don't often use it, if I'm honest. Oh, that one's dropped out nicely. That corner was plugged. It's sitting on the bed. Right, that's that. Shut that noise down.
Can't hear it.
No, you can't. I can. Driving me mad. Right. Sanding sealer, acrylic, because that's come to hand first. This is where we should see some colours.
Malcolm Douglas has joined us. Hi, Malcolm.
Hello, Malcolm. Oh, start it going.
shows up those flashes, doesn't it?
Very nice. Yep. That's a very matte finish at the moment, but it won't be by the time we've done our Yorkshire grit, which is here. That one. Well, I've got a choice. I can do friction polish. I can do chestnut microcrystalline wax. I can do Hampshire sheen microcrystalline wax, or chestnut cut and polish.
I certainly wouldn't use the cut and polish.
Right, that'll stay up on the shelf there then. In which case I shall use
equivalent to Yorkshire grit and then a wax over the top of it.
I use the microcrystalline wax then once I've done the Yorkshire grit. Sticking with chestnut products, apart from Yorkshire grit. Right, here we go. It's all too exciting, isn't it?
It's like a new toy, isn't it? A bit of new wood.
Yeah, it is just it's a nice experience doing something a bit different. And as I say, this design, I haven't done a straightforward basic bowl for a very long time. I've always tried to do something clever with it. It's quite nice doing it straightforward.
Rob, I think the mulberry that we get over in the UK is a lot more decorative than some of the European mulberry. So a lot of it apparently depends on the soil it's grown on. So the nutrients and the iron oxides in the soil help to complement the colours. This was growing on fairly chalky ground, so that might be why it's a lot lighter than some.
It's almost yellow before I turned it. Some parts of it.
Yeah, some of it can be quite sameish, bland. Now, I don't know an interesting fact, because we're good like that. Mulberry, I believe, was imported originally from France, and it was imported by the aristocracy and those with money that had a property set back with a fairly long drive. And the thought was that at the end of the drive, they had a small roundabout so that the horse and cart could swing round it. And 9 times out of 10, the aristocracy would plant a mulberry tree just to show that they'd got money.
So they could dance around it and say, here we go round the mulberry bush.
Yeah, it was also quite a status symbol.
Yeah.
But
and the Victorians particularly were very big on status symbols, weren't they?
Yeah, the berries on it, if it's on a solid path or road or a drive, are an absolute nightmare if you get them on your shoes and go straight indoors, because they do stain.
Trouble with her indoors.
Yeah. But it is or can be a gorgeous wood.
This is shaping up rather nicely, I have to say.
A little bit of history for it. Benjamin's joined in now.
Hello, Ben. There's trouble then.
Yep. Just saying, rich people have too much money, if you ask him. Well, that's why they're rich, because they got too much money, Ben.
Could be. I like a troublemaker.
Yeah. There we got Ben.
Interesting characters. Right, that's that done. Moving swiftly on. We'll get the screwdriver out, which I've left to hand.
That certainly brings out that yellow flash through it.
It does. It's so I'll turn it around slowly. This bit here,
Mm.
absolutely lovely, and all this lot. Then the dark bit to contrast with it, and then you've got more flashes around here, and a couple of splits. But it's
So I
really
think they're
it's rather
growing
lovely.
shakes rather than splits.
Could be. They're quite long, aren't they?
Yeah, it's in the tree. It's not in the
Yeah.
drying or the processing.
And it's had super glue on it, which has gone to a fair depth.
Yeah, but it
unless that
doesn't
was some
seem
sort
to
of
mark it.
unless that's some sort of staining from before. Can you
No,
see?
that is,
Yes, you can. Yeah,
yeah, that is the staining from
that's the
the
staining from the weather.
splits and the weather and whatever. And Robbo's put on chatoyance.
Yeah, that'll do.
Yep,
I could never remember that word.
I can, but
I think I can spell
never
it, but I
never
never
think
remember
about
it.
it. Yeah.
A lovely dinky little bowl. I like this one.
Hmm. But they don't all
Alison's
have to be big.
no. Alison's not here, so she can't lay claim to this one.
Yet.
She's looking after our grandchildren
Okay.
up in Tring in Hertfordshire.
Right.
So yes, when she gets home, she might do. But
Put it on the table next to the other one. See how
yeah,
long it takes.
yeah, it's the sort of thing that would appeal to her. Actually, she likes natural timber in the buff, as it were. Oh, that's getting warm. Slow it down a bit.
Eric Winkler's off to work. And
Don't work too hard, Eric.
Yeah, Robbo's pronouncing that he's been edumacated, which is why he calls it chatoyance.
That's right, absolutely. Seriously educated, yeah.
Hmm.
As an ex-teacher, I've got to be proud of somebody who does that. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for stopping by, Eric. Don't work too hard this afternoon.
Right, where did that come from? No, not in there. It's in here, wasn't it? There, that's where it was. Right, that's rather nice. I like that. Okay, chuck change now. Cause I'm going to use the F jaws. I've already got them in another chuck, so. And my surname isn't Mulberry, by the way, Keith.
No.
Oh, there we are. Andy Mulberry.
Andy Mulberry. It was on the pile for you, so it was easiest than getting it mixed up with some others.
It was, yes.
And knowing that you can't always remember what I give you, I thought I'd
No, I
put the name
can't.
on it.
Yeah, I was very grateful. I knew I got the right piece. That's it. And then that should fit over there. Make sure it's good and tight because it's not particularly deep. Having made it too deep, I then took too much off the bottom. But hey, we're not going to worry about that.
It's not as if it's a massive lump flying around, is it?
No, it's not going to go anywhere.
It'll still wake you up if it hits you, but still.
Well, something's got to, hasn't it?
Well, didn't want to say that.
Somewhere there. Right then. Don't think I need to leave the middle in, do I? There won't be enough room to move.
Wendy's in from Coonfish. Hi, Wendy.
Hello, Wendy. Right, one thing I forgot to do was to check my depth gauge is set to this chuck. It's probably going to be the same as the sea jaws, but just check it out.
If the chuck's the same, yes.
It's the F jaws, isn't it, instead of sea?
Yeah,
sea
but
jaws.
if it's a different body.
It's a different body, but it's the same model.
Right.
So it'll probably be all right, but I'm just going to make sure. I don't want to go through the bottom. I get a reputation of doing funnels. Actually, that's a little bit shallow. That's better. Perfect. That's it. It's touching there.
Mm-hmm.
That's level there.
Well, if that's level there, it's going to be through the bottom, isn't it?
Yeah, but it tells you how much timber you got left in
Oh, right,
in
you
there.
do it that way, do you?
Yeah. Makes you feel as though you're in control then. Sort of.
Always a first, isn't there?
Yeah. That feels as though it's dented the wood, the chuck. Down there. Yes, because I've got about 1.25 inches left. So that's all right. Right, as you were.
Half an hour in, Andy.
Sorry?
You're just half an hour in.
Oh, blimey. I'm doing all right then.
Put the second one on in a minute and finish that as well.
Still 18 mil there.
Mm-hmm.
Plenty. Might as well make it a little bit lightweight. Because I can. Just there, yep.
Benjamin's asking a question to the chat. Does
Mhm.
anyone sell wood turning items on Etsy? If so, can you have a look at your shop? So if anyone's got an Etsy shop,
I think Mark does, doesn't he?
put your name up. I think Mark had one at one time. I'm not sure
Yeah, whether he still
whether he's
does, I don't
still
know.
got it.
Yeah,
I'm not sure. No, I haven't.
no, I never have. So.
No.
Oh, this is going to mess up my depth gauge, isn't it? I have to reset it. Loads of room.
He says, looking through the hole.
Can't get through that. It's about 10 mil now. So I'll go a little bit further, but not too much. I shan't bother moving that again. I'll do it the hard way.
It's only around the bottom, and the sides look about right.
Yeah, the sides are about right there. They're okay. A little bit from there downwards, but that's not a problem. We can get to that. Lost it.
Is it losing its edge?
It's not bad.
No.
Still cutting quite nicely. But I've got a longer one I can use. I think I can get around there with it. Just see. I can. I'm panicking about doing an SK Crafts. No, it's still plenty there. Still plenty.
He's on holiday this week, so he won't see it for a little while anyway.
He won't see it yet.
Sandbanks at the moment.
In where, sorry?
Down in Sandbanks.
Oh, is he?
It's Paul, isn't it?
Yeah, it's down that way, yeah.
Yeah.
Very, very posh area, actually, housing there. Horrendously expensive. Well, that's cutting better. It was obviously more blunt than I realised.
Yeah, I did say that you would be lucky to get
didn't.
through in one chisel.
Yep.
And Rob put in there's no funnels on Tuesdays.
Oh, okay. So I'm all right. I don't have to worry about it then.
Don't have to worry about it, no.
I think that's the one last cut. Come on. Mucking me about. What are we doing with it? I think that's put a little dimple in there now. Yes, it has. Oh well. Perhaps one more last cut. That's better. That's better. Yep.
So only one of those brown cracks from the outside is showing through then?
Yes, just can you see it? Yeah, that one
there.
down there. Yeah, yeah. Yes, nothing else is showing through at all.
No,
That's not bad. That was the big.
That was an issue.
That was the biggest one. So, and it's about, what's that, 5 mil? Must be 5 mil, I think. Can't find my ruler, so. Oh, got all down my shirt sleeve, down my shirt neck. 5 mil, spot on. Which I think is fine for the bottom.
Yep.
Just a little bit. I might just trim that edge a little bit ragged, but that's done basically.
So that's 3/4 of an hour of turning then.
It's not bad, is it?
Far. Yeah.
Not bad at all. That'll do for me. Right, I'm gonna do it with this one because I like this
anyway.
No. Better. Right, sanding. Just for a change.
Yeah, it didn't take a lot last time.
No, it didn't. It wasn't bad at all, actually. Nice sharp tools makes a difference, doesn't it?
Yeah. So Gerard's off. Apparently the MD's calling in for lunch, so he'll watch the end later.
All right.
Thanks, Gerard.
Okay, Gerard. Thanks for coming along.
Extractor.
Sorry?
You can't hear, can you? Because you haven't got the extractor running.
I have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't see it.
No, I haven't pulled it in here, but it's running.
Okay.
So at least I remembered it. I mean, that's progress. Stay on there. Slightly round those edges off.
You've got 25 in at the moment watching you.
Uh-huh. That's not too bad because the lunch times are always difficult, aren't they? Especially if people are working.
Yeah. Well, they're not the biggest names out there either.
No, true. Don't want to be.
No.
If I'm honest. Right, let's have a little play by hand. Don't think it needs 80. We'll go 120.
Bringing that bright yellow flash through the inside now then.
Yeah.
Just see it when it was stopped.
It's just starting to, yep.
Yeah.
I must admit, I wasn't really looking at colours, I was looking for lines.
Yeah, it just I just saw it as it had stopped.
Yeah, that's that one's lovely. And there's almost a shadow of it up there, and then round here. Yeah, lovely stuff.
Rob likes the shape.
Oh, thank you, Rob.
And Robbo's saying you'll go blind.
Sorry, I couldn't.
Robbo's saying you'll go blind. I'm not quite sure what that relates to. Have I missed something further up?
All right. That's the trouble. It gets so spread out, doesn't it?
Yeah, particularly if you're not totally paying attention to what everyone has said. If you keep doing it by hand, that's the other part of that.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, apparently.
Okay.
It's
Well,
something like Aussie humour, I think.
yeah, I'm pretty nearly there anyway, Robbo. So
What, blind or?
yeah, blind. Yeah, blind.
Uh,
Senile as well, but that's another issue. I just think when you're doing it by hand, you can feel what you're doing.
you get a little bit more feedback, don't you?
Yeah, yeah,
Particularly on the small stuff.
that's right. Yeah, oh, yeah, on a big one, I wouldn't do it because it's just tedious. But no, on something like this, a nice dinky little bowl, I quite enjoy it in a strange masochistic sort of way.
Yeah, but that's about it.
Yeah,
I wouldn't want to do anything bigger than
yeah,
that.
yeah. No, nothing bigger than this. No. So perhaps I'll change over to just doing small bowls and leave it at that. How boring would that be?
It's nice to do the big ones, and it's also
It
nice.
is. Yeah, yeah.
The small ones sell easier at times.
Yes, they do. They do. Because you don't have to charge as much for a start. And
No, but they're also easier to cart around.
yes, and they don't
fairs.
take as much space indoors. Right. Sanding sealant. Is that one?
Robbo, when I get chance, I will ping you over a picture that you can use for your teaching sessions. It's part and parcel of what you were showing 3 weeks ago, I think it was, with all the different formations of beads, coves, and flat bits, and all the names that you called them. I've got a picture that I can send over to you.
With a thin bowl like this, you can hear this Yorkshire grit attacking the timber just as you put it on.
Well, particularly as it's a fairly coarse grain.
Sorry, you're breaking up.
So
I missed all that.
Particularly as it's a fairly coarse grain.
Yes, and fairly thin. So it acts like a sounding board anyway, doesn't it? So it's nice because you can feel as though you're doing something then. Bit of light relaxation, this really, isn't it? A little bit coming off still. Find a clean bit if I can. If not, I might have to get a new bit.
Not invest in another square of paper.
Yeah. To hell
To
with the
hell,
expense. Give the
yeah,
cat a
to hell with
goldfish.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's better. Get a new bit. There. Perfectly clean. Look. As it's new, it should be. Right. Microphone. Next. I'll put it on as if you're paying for it, because I am.
Thank you. Hmm.
Sorry, the raw you.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't care down here in West Sussex, Robbo. Such
No.
extravagance. Second, maybe third sheet of paper.
Yeah, I've lost count. Yeah,
Mm.
but this one will see it finish now. It's cheap as chips anyway, isn't it? You know, buy 10 rolls at a time.
Yeah.
Huge, great rolls, and I can't even calculate the price of a sheet. It's so small. Lots of decimal points in there.
Yeah, it's not even pence, is it?
No, no. Getting a slight yellow stain from the timber on this, which shows it's doing its job, doesn't it?
Mm. Yes, you should be getting the yellow sawdust off.
That's lovely. That's that bit done. Next, screwdriver. Not a gouge, not a skew.
Oh, that's brought the colour and the chatoyance out of that.
It has. That's lovely inside. It's better inside than out, I think. Almost. Don't know. It's pretty good either way. I do get excited by timber, I have to say.
Mm. Particularly when you see some nice colours and patterns and
Yeah.
natural colour to it.
And you're turning something that was a scrubby looking bit of timber originally into something really rather nice. It can't be all bad.
So you've still got another piece to turn.
Sorry, you're breaking up again.
So you've still got another piece to turn because I
I
gave
have.
you a couple. Yeah.
Yes, it's on the bench just there.
Mm.
I quite like that shape. It's almost OG, isn't it? Can't
Yeah,
really
poor
see it.
man's OG.
Poor man's OG. Yeah, that shows it better, doesn't it? Yeah. Yeah, that shows it more or less.
Mm.
Well, that's it. I do declare we've reached the point we were looking for.
Yeah, 55 minutes.
That's pretty good timing, isn't it, for something that sort of is about an hour?
Mm.
Oh, no, it hasn't damaged it. That's all right. Good. I shall sit down, because I can.
Yeah.
Hold it up for you all to look at. Right, that's the inside. Nice and shiny. Lovely bits of... It's a bit too bright, really, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's
that's
washing
not
some
the
of the...
right colours.
Is that any... No, it's not. It's the ceiling light that's doing it. Let me turn that one off.
Yeah, it's still lost the
Oh,
yellow. the
Bit better
camera
when I
that
come back
yeah,
here.
the camera you were using to turn was the best one, as the right colour.
Which was that one, I think.
Yeah, that's
That's
about the
better,
right
isn't it?
colour.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
better, isn't it?
yeah,
Yeah. Well, it really gives you an idea of the luster. Chatouance.
yeah. So
Yeah,
the Linnykins
lovely.
has joined us. Have
Bit
I
late,
missed
Lenny,
everything? Yeah, virtually.
but there
You
it
can
is, Len.
see just
That's it.
tidying up bits now.
That's it. Finished. But you can
Mm,
come and sweep up for me if you like.
be
No, I'm pleased with
nice.
that.
Good.
Thank you for the timber,
My
Keith.
pleasure.
It's really lovely, and
Mm,
it's a nice little bowl. It feels nice.
yeah, yeah.
Feels about right. It's following the outside curve until it gets down to the OG bit.
Mhm.
Lovely. Good. Well,
Well done, mate.
thank you very much, everybody, for coming along.
Yes.
I don't know how many it was in the end, but
25, 26, I saw.
that's good.
But,
Good.
it goes berserk when you go off air anyway.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah,
Mm.
it's quite strange that.
So tomorrow lunchtime we've got Wayne on. I've lost it.
Thursday's you.
Thursday
Oh no,
evening is me,
yeah, that's right. Next
followed
week is Scott.
by Rich doing an invade.
Yep.
I did know who it was, but I can't remember. Um,
And Rich is turning something tonight.
right.
The
Yeah,
beard.
which is why you're not
Eight,
doing it.
it's 8 o'clock, isn't it? I think he does his.
Yeah, he does 8 o'clock
Yeah.
tonight.
Yeah. So yes, he's on tonight.
And for those that missed the earlier comments in the chat, Scott is back a week Thursday doing the evening one. He's back to his normal one unless the meds kick in or don't kick in. But he's on his third course of antibiotics now.
Yeah. It took me 3 courses before I got over exactly the same thing as Scott's got. And I know they do worry about sepsis. So they did with me. Fortunately, I was nowhere near it. But
yeah, so diabetes is now thrown out the window. He's not got diabetes.
oh really? Oh,
He's
lucky old
not
him.
diabetic. Yeah, yes, he's
I
not
am.
diabetic. He's just got cholesterol problems, but I think everyone's nearly
Yes,
all of us have got that.
certainly people of his and my build.
Mm, yes, and mine.
Thank you, Clint. Clint's saying
So,
beautiful.
nice
I can do with that
comments
word.
through that. Yeah.
Yep. That was another beautiful Rob Copperell. So Wednesday evening for Wayne.
Evening for
Yeah.
Wayne.
So it's
Yeah,
just
mate.
evening for Wayne.
Yeah,
It says
yeah,
Wednesday evening. Yeah.
yeah. It is the
I,
evening for Wayne.
I get mixed up between lunchtimes and evenings for Wayne, but so it is Wednesday evening. Yeah. Yep.
So I'm not sure. It could be Nick tomorrow lunchtime then. Nick the Flaming Turner.
Yes, I don't know.
No, I'm not 100% certain.
Thank you, Robbo. Very nice, he says. High praise from somebody of his experience.
Mm.
Love it. Good. Well, thank you, everybody. I'll sit here reading all the comments. I can do that another time. So
we usually go through and scan it back later on just to see what we've missed and what comments were missed and what comments were made.
Because I never leave it long enough to get the comments back again. You know, they've taken them off for a bit.
They don't put them up until tomorrow morning, or it's
no, that's right, and they take them off
about 24 hours.
Fairly sharpish after you finish. They take them off, don't they? So
yeah,
I know last
Nick is usually Wednesday lunchtime. Yeah, I thought I could remember that as right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Flaming, is he doing scroll soaring again, or?
So I've no idea.
Fair bit of that, doesn't he? I can't get into that, you know.
Quite a bit recently.
I think I did a lot of fret soaring when I was about 16. I had a fret saw. I used to earn pocket money by making things and selling them, and I think that put me off. The scroll saw would be a lot
Adam.
easier.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, Adam.
Adam's just joined us. He'll have a look later. You'll have to now, mate, because we've
Yep.
finished.
Yeah.
But you can see the end result.
Oh, excuse me.
It's exploded.
Yep. There's the end result. No, it's
You'll
not.
have
It's
to
not.
wait for a decent picture because it's
I'll
the
stick
wrong.
it. Stick it on the other.
Colour.
Stick it on the other camera. That's better.
That's
there we are.
Far better colour.
A lovely bit of mulberry. Absolutely gorgeous. It's the figuring round that knot, the yellow stripes and thing. Absolutely gorgeous. So, and it turns quite well. I mean, it's aggressive on your tools. I could feel them going blunt, but not unduly so. So yeah, so that was lovely. Anyway, I should say thank you all of you for coming in, and press the button. Bye bye. Oh, sorry,
Thank
Keith.
you, everybody.
You can say goodbye as well. There we are.
Yeah,
sorry,
I'll
I should have
say
brought you in
bye-bye.
earlier.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, right.
It's your
Bye.
show. I'm just here to feed the information.
Yeah, but it wouldn't work as well without you. So thank you. Cheers. Bye.